Hi guys, my name is Megan and today I've got my July TBR for you. Alright, so as you guys can see, I've got a lot planned for July. So let's dig into what I plan to read this month. I do have a book haul coming out later this month, probably not next week but the week after, so keep an eye out for that. And sorry if there's any like extra noise in this video today. I've got the window open, it's a little stuffy in here. So let's dig in. The first book that I plan to read in July is The Foxhole Court, and by the time this video is going up, I'm planning to have already maybe finished this one. This is one that I got for Christmas, and I'm so excited for this one. It is a kind of YA / new adult sports sort of romance. So this follows Neil Jostin, and he is the newest addition to the Palmetto State University XE team. So XE is kind of like a made-up sport. It's kind of a mix between lacrosse and with the aggression of ice hockey on like a soccer field. It's just like a wild ride. And he is the runaway son of a murderous crime lord called the Butcher. So he's kind of like been on the run for a while. He gets kind of blackmailed into signing a contract with the PSU Foxes, and from there it's just kind of trying to hide from the limelight because he doesn't want his father to find him. And it's gonna be just like such a fun adventure because one of Neil's teammates is a friend from his childhood, and that could be potentially disastrous. So the next book that I'm planning to read this month is going to be The Last Son. So I've talked about this one before in a couple of different videos, I think. So this follows Rune St. John, and he is the last child of the Sun Court. So this is kind of uses like the whole tarot card deck as like different houses. Rune and his bodyguard Brand are like kind of detectives, private investigators, kind of, and they've been hired by Lady Justice to find her missing son Adam in New Atlantis, and they kind of, you know, stumble upon more than just a missing persons case, so that should be really fun, and I'm really looking forward to this. So the next book that I'm planning to read is Real Men Knit. This one is one that I've had my eye on for quite some time. So Real Men Knit follows Jesse Strong, and he's kind of known for two things: his devotion to his adoptive mom, Mama Joy, and for breaking hearts. And when Mama Joy kind of unexpectedly passes away, she leaves behind her knitting shop Strong Knits, and Jesse and his brothers kind of all have different plans for the knitting shop, and Jesse kind of just wants to keep the shop open and running. So in comes Carrie Fuller, who is a part-time shop employee, and she's kind of always had a crush on Jesse, and she kind of volunteers to help him figure out how to run the shop and keep it running. And you know, it kind of goes from there. So this one I'm really excited about. Also, this cover is just amazing. The cover is actually what caught my eye. It's so bright and beautiful, and I'm so excited to read this one. Okay, so the next book that I'm planning to read this month is going to be Hartsong. This one I know is gonna just rip my heart out and shred it to little pieces, but I think I'm finally ready for it. So Hartsong is the third book in the Green Creek series. So this one kind of centers around Robbie, and all he ever wanted was a place to belong. And you know, after the death of his mother, he just kind of bounced around between different packs, forming temporary bonds without really, you know, connecting with these other packs of werewolves until he got to Maine, where he kind of became like a third-party observer for the rulers of the werewolves. And from there he, you know, met the Bennetts and kind of fell in love with Kelly, and there's a lot that's going to happen in this book. Oh, and I don't know if I'm completely ready for it, but this one's going to be emotionally devastating, I can already tell. So there's that. And then this month I'm planning to read two graphic novels. The first one being Fence Volume 2. I really loved the Fence first graphic novel. This one kind of continues right where the other one left off. It's still got a fantastic art style. This one centers around tryouts for making the fence team, or making the fencing team, I guess, at Kings Row, and I love all of these characters. They're so cool. I just love them into pieces. So this one I can't wait to read. So the next graphic novel I'm planning to read is Witchy. This is the first volume in the Witchy series, and in this kind of world, witches are kind of, you know, their power level is determined by the length of their hair, and, you know, witches get conscripted into the Witch Guard. They are kind of forced to be peacekeepers and protectors during wars, And if their hair is judged to be too long and they get too powerful, then, you know, they are basically hunted down. So this should be a really fun series. It's such a bright, colorful style, and I, for one, cannot wait to read this. It looks really, really good. All right, so that is what I'm planning to read this month. What are you guys planning to read? Let me know down below. If you guys like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't already and you would like to, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You can also hit the notification button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media for more bookish content, check the links out down below. There will also be a link to the Black Lives Matter info card down there. Alrighty, bye guys.